Hey everyone, this is Mr. T-Bone81 back with another review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Dark of the Moon Takara Tomy DMK-01 model kit. And this is the Optimus Prime model kit, and I just did a review on the Bumblebee one, and now I'm going to show off the Optimus Prime one. And I must say that this guy is amazing. He is amazing. And it's just, I mean, I can't say that enough about this guy because he is just so impressive. Like I said, it's a model kit, and so there's definitely, in terms of putting it together, took a long time. I would say it took me about 5 hours to put him together, and as I said in the Bumblebee review, he basically is just an endoskeleton, and then you just start putting pieces onto him, and there's so much detail to this guy. There's so many pieces that go onto him that you don't even see in his robot mode. And let me just show you. Let me get a close-up of him. Yeah, I mean, that's just an awesome looking Optimus Prime. He looks so good, and I mean, definitely just, let me scoot back a little bit. Definitely just a amazing looking figure, and if you're fortunate enough to get one of these, this is easily can be your definitive Optimus Prime from the movie trilogy. And he just looks so nice. You can tell, like, all up in here in his chest, there's so many pieces that you're putting onto the endoskeleton piece that really you don't even see. And it's just attentive to detail on this model kit was just amazing and incredible, and Takara Tomy definitely did an awesome job with this guy. Just spinning him around here, you can see just the detail that was put into it. You can see here on his back, his fuel tanks, and just the detail on his back alone already is just incredible. And like, I love this model kit. This kit was is so amazing, and it sold out so fast that if you got one, you were lucky to get one, because this guy was a very hard one to get. I think I believe I got mine on eBay at the time, so definitely not an easy guy to get, but if you were able to get him, he's well worth it. And so and the features of this guy, like I said, he is a model kit, so he's not really meant to be played with. So in terms of his articulation, he does have plenty of it. I mean, like I said, you just have to be very careful with it. He does have arm swivel, and you can go in and out at the shoulders a little bit. I'm being very hesitant with it just because I don't want it to break. And he does have a bicep swivel, and he can bend at the elbow. And his fingers are individually articulated, which is part of the problem because his fingers don't hold together very well, and I'm scared to actually move them. Sorry, this review is going to be a little bit more on the cautious side, because I don't want him to break apart. And so, like I said, this is a model kit. This is not something you play with. You don't, you can get a pose out of him, make him basically sit there, and that's about it. So, in terms of his legs, he can move forward and back with his legs as well, and then he can bend at the knee, just like that. But his feet are incredibly articulated. I think that each one of these pieces here on his feet can move in some way to make it so his feet are so articulated that all these pieces can move. You can see that like that. And so I think there's about at least 10 different different joints of articulation in his feet alone, in each foot. So definitely a very well articulated figure. But as you can see, also he has blades, and these are the blades I chose to display him with because they also have blades that can replace his hands. If you just take his hands out, you can plug them in actually to give him that look of a blade coming out, like his hand changing into a blade. I don't use that one mostly just because I've seen videos where they just break off when you try to take it off, and so I don't want to break my figure, so I just use these blades, and they're very good, very nice blades, and you can tell just by the detail on it that they look very good. Clear, transparent blades here for the most part, and it looks very nice. And so, whew, okay, I'm trying to be very careful with this guy because obviously, like I said, I don't want him to break. But in terms of just overall look and CGI accuracy, this guy is top notch in my opinion in terms of how nice he looks as your Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime. And so, I mean, if you can get him and get past the fact that you know he's not really a toy, he's just a model. He's something really cool to look at. You don't really play with him. Then this guy would have been for you. I mean, he's really hard to get nowadays, but he would have been very nice in your collection. I think you can, like I said, you can still get him on eBay probably, but he's going to cost you a good amount. And just for a size comparison here he is with Bumblebee. And the scale is dead on with these guys. I mean, you can tell Bumblebee was about up to Optimus. Optimus is like, you know, his waist, or his crotch area, I guess. And, you know, the scale of these look really nice. I had really hoped that they would come out with more of these guys. Unfortunately, I don't think that Takara is going to come out with any more. That's just me being pessimistic, I guess. But there's been no word, no pictures, nothing. Dark of the Moon has pretty much died out all across the world, so the figures are done. And I doubt that we'll get anything else besides these two, but which is a real shame because these are really nice sets, model kits, and they look very nice, they display very nice. And so, like I said, that's just a quick look at the DMK-01 Optimus Prime model kit set. Sorry I didn't go to all his features, but I just wanted to kind of show him off in terms of his looks and what he looked like. So, but definitely if you can afford him, I would get him because he is very nice, looks very cool on your shelf. And so that'll do it for this review. Please leave comments, ask questions, and don't forget to rate and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later.